Hello, good morning. Welcome again to another new edition of my live broadcast at my 96 live broadcast, guys. Good morning to every broadcasters in the world. I'm one of the broadcasters with the thousands and thousands of broadcasters in the TBC community. It is with great joy, excuse me, it is with great joy and happiness that I am starting this new edition of live broadcast in TBC. My name is Giras Mufo, but you call me Mufo Money. Mufo Money is my new name, and that is the name I use most of the time in the TBC community. I was baptized with that name by the great able leader, Wilson Randy. I'm so grateful for him for what he has made me to become, and I'm so glad to be part and parcel of this very big world community. Guys, welcome and stay tuned to my channel. If you're new watching this video for your first time, go to the subscribe button, you subscribe and you click on the bell. Whenever I'm live, you will get me on and you can join me here and we can share things together and try to share this new vision of the world and make everybody to understand that abundance is possible for everyone. Okay, guys, in this edition of my live broadcast, I titled it People Mirror What You Reflect. People mirror what you reflect. You know, yesterday or this week, I've decided to be talking about being grateful. And once you're grateful, it permits you, like I told you yesterday, once you're grateful, it permits you to have self confidence, self esteem, and by so doing, your beliefs are enlightened. So today, I will shift a little bit to say that what? Once you're grateful, you have confidence in you. The way you portray yourself, the way you show yourself out, the way people see you, the way you talk, the sound of your voice portray authenticity. TBC is real. TBC is not something that we need to talk as if we were thinking, we were doubting what we are saying. We don't have enough proof of what we are saying. Go to the back office, go to the blog. Those who are new, if you can read, change it into your language that you best understand and you get the material. Once you get the material in you, it will make you to have that confidence. And once you have that confidence, it builds your belief in TBC. And once you know what TBC is all about, your self esteem will kick in. And once your self esteem kicks in, people will mirror the way you talk about TBC. And the way you talk about TBC with that self confidence in you, the way you look, the way you make your voice heard, because communication is all about what people are reacting. That is, communication is the feedback you get from people. What people are giving back to you makes you to understand what you're communicating. So if your success in TBC is not so great, means that what you haven't like the right way of communicating. Is maybe it's because there is still certain degree of doubt right down there in you that you're saying maybe this thing is true. Maybe this thing works for Wilson, Randy, it works for Badery, works for the Best Bio, works for Scott, works for Preton Koma, works for Lawrence Marilke, they cannot work for me. It's because you have not believed. And you can only believe by hearing and hearing what TBC and hearing the word. Guys, just take for example, you know you're new to TBC community, go back to the data, go back to the blog, read and watch the videos of most of the broadcasters and most of the people that are doing great things in the TBC community is going to build up your belief. And once your belief in TBC is assured, fixed, and unshakable, your self-esteem will not lie. And once your self-esteem is okay, your confidence will show when you speak. Your confidence will be authentic when you speak. Your enthusiasm when you talk about TBC will be great, and people want to see your enthusiasm. How far can you sell who you are? Because people buy what you have to offer, first of all, buying you. If you cannot sell your enthusiasm, your happiness, and I would like the way Randy put it. I listened to one of his videos yesterday when I was doing cash flow coaching. It was so amazing. It was mind blowing. It was talking about giving a succinct lesson. Giving a succinct lesson. What is the lesson that you have learned so far? What is the lesson you have learned so far? Share that lesson that you have learned so far with TBC to the other. Just say, I've been introduced in a community where abundance is the only mainstream, and gratitude and gratefulness and thanksgiving is the only main thing. Something that nobody can give me in the world. I really feel happy belonging to this community because of the realities this community is sharing with me and the realness of things in this community. That is a lesson. That is a lesson. And once you give a lesson with that authenticity, with that mirroring, that is people will mirror that authenticity in you and mirror that enthusiasm in you, and by so doing they will want to live your experience. We inspire inquiry. We don't sell. We are not promoters. We are distributors. As I'm using the words of my ever leader, as you always put it, we are not promoters of TBC. We are distributing the coin. We are helping humanity to remove the scales of ignorance from their eyes and make them to see why the reality in which we are living in the world of today. Guys, sit up. You're not doing something that is wrong. You're not wronging anybody. You're just saying something that is real, right, and supposed to be said the way it is. Don't go for ways to look for strategy, gymnics, and all the like in order to make TBC to look as a different type. Admin has given us everything in the blog, and the leaders are there to disseminate and decode and even put in very simple, soft food language in which you can assimilate and just swallow and take it out to the other people. I believe if you take 1, 2, 3, 10, as Amin said, 50 GIFs a day, you have probably 10 people that will respond. And the 10 people that you respond, if you enthusiastically and with a lot of emotion talk to them, they will sense that this guy is living an experience. And I want to live this experience. This guy is going through an experience. I want to be part of that experience. Money comes from people. Money does not come from trees. People are the one that have money. Money we don't pluck it from somewhere, guys. We need to know how to relate with people. And knowing how to relate with people is to be being authentic with who you are, being grateful with who you are. People mirror what you give out. That is, they give you back what you give out to them. So the money in which you give yourself out is the reflection you are going to come that is going to come back to you. If I'm so boastful, not in quote, if I'm so boastful, so grateful for what I'm doing, and people will also be so grateful and so boastful to talk to me. They want to share my experience. They want to live what I'm living because they feel that I have an extra experience that they are not having. So they want to be online. That is why I mean said what? Stories tell, but what? Stories tells, but what? Bread, action, and evidence sells. I don't know whether I'm giving it the right word, but I know what stories sell. So the issue is that what? Give your experience. Be inspired. How has TBC inspired you? How do you feel TBC every day? How is TBC changing your life every day? That is what you should be putting out. Don't go and say, it's a cryptocurrency. No, this thing of cryptocurrency is awesome. This cryptocurrency has made me to understand the world in a different way I would have never get it any other. But today, thanks to cryptocurrency, I'm living dreams that I would not have left. Why? There's tangible proofs in the blog. Go to the blog. Bay the Rate is a very big example, guy, that you can take. Bay the Rate moved from a one room house to a big apartment. That's a living testimony of the reality of TBC. So if you're in TBC and you are still not having that confidence, that belief, and that self-esteem of your personality, is because you're lacking something, and what you're lacking is because you haven't believed so yet on what TBC is all about. TBC is something that is so interesting. TBC is something that you need to just not give up talking about it. You need to talk to it to everybody that you come across because it's so great. I will take you to the blog, and I would like us to share a little article or a blog post that admin gave that I believe will really make these people mirroring your what you reflect to you to understand. I've taken it nowhere. I took it from TBC. I've been in TBC for long, but I have not been so confident, self-assured, believing, and really kicking in because what I understood. My beliefs have been changed. My mindset has been changed. My personality has taken a new stand. Skills are coming in and relationships are building. And don't forget, more people equals more cash flow. Hmm? More people equals cash flow. So the more people you talk to, the more people you bring to the community, equivalence of the cash flow you are to get. So this is the reality of what we are sharing. So let's go to the blog. Let me try to share this article with you that I believe that is going to go a long way to give you a great understanding of all what we are talking about, and you're going to really appreciate it. And we are going to really gain in it and kill ourselves out on kill ourselves on to the realities of what it brings to us. So I'm going to continue to share my screen, and we let's have a plan. So the reality is all about uh, making ourselves to be known, or to okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I said I was trying to share my screen. Somebody was knocking on my door, and it's some sort of distracting me. Let me go on. Let me try to share my screen. Okay, I believe my screen is shared now. I will take you to what I was trying to share with you. I think it should be somewhere here. Uh, I think. Okay, this is the blog post I wanted us to talk about. Proper marinate inside the TBC community to gain confidence in yourself. Marinate inside the TBC community to gain confidence in yourself. Gaining confidence in yourself therefore means that what? You need to understand and understand. There is something people don't understand. I was talking to you yesterday, if you listen to my live broadcast of yesterday, about a certain big, great doctor or Lipton Bruce. Lipton Bruce, if you have heard of Lipton Bruce, is one of the great guys that talks about molecules and medication. He's trying to tell us that what not medicine cannot heal you, it's your mind that can heal you, and whatever we are stems up in the mind. There is this little area in what he said that was so mind blowing to me. I just listening to it a couple of days. He said, "We we are programmed from 1 to 7 years, and after 7 years, if we want to learn something, it's just by practice and repetition." Practice and repetition. So most of us that are in the TBC communication, we are already more than 7 years. So what we need to know is that for us to have confidence in us, we need to practice it and repeat it time without number. So sooner it will shock in our subconscious, and we will start acting it out. So in this blog, admin tried to talk to us about self-confidence and why you should marinate if you're not getting it already right with you. If you're not so grateful with TVC, your self-confidence, your self-esteem are not yet at the right position. You need to read this article, and I will try to read portions of it to you and try to make our confidence and our personality reflect what TBC is saying, and let that enthusiasm in us be there when we're speaking. Let our communication brings out exactly what TBC is all about. Now he starts here by saying, I didn't want to offend our vegan friends such as Bitcoin Randy with an image of meat. So instead, I found an image of vegetable being marinated instead. The idea of marinating is powerful. Recently, I wanted an hour-long video run of the creator of the third-party TBC program to go on about how the TBC admin should turn off all the send buttons of the members that are not doing frequent transactions. Also said that it was useless to attend send button meetings to go get more cookies if the member wasn't actively engaged in doing transactions on regular basis. Even went as far as to say the TBC community should just turn TBC off to him. Should I be offended as the TBC admin? TBC was not for the greedy. Now, this is what the TBC admin is trying to tell us. TBC was not for the greedy, and TBC will not turn the button of anybody off if that person is not doing any transaction regularly. But TBC is not a currency with a mission. TBC was not created for somebody to be making only transaction, but what is a mission with a currency. Get this very right, guys. It's a mission with a currency, meaning that for you to talk TBC, you need to have the mission of TBC ingrained in you before talking about the currency. The currency is the iceberg visible aspect of TBC, but the rooted root of TBC is the mission. And we first of all understand the mission of TBC very clearly, as it's been said. The first sentence of the original statement date May 13, 2016 reads, our mission is to serve one another with love and respect and use the billion point to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery. Love and respect is what we all about, not greedy. Guys, our mission is to serve one another with love and respect. Our mission is to serve and another with love and respect and use the billion coin to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery. So, this is the mission of TBC. Knowing that you are participating in something that needs to give love and respect to one another, looking for possibility to make humanity to get free from hunger and poverty is really a laudable mission, guys. And love and respect is what we're all about, not greed. So we are not all about trying to squeeze the money out of the people. We are about sharing the love and respect with each and everyone and permitting each and everyone to get a portion of this abundance or of this eye opening that will permit each and everyone to have a certain esteem of his personality. So, someday soon, I will release my official proclamation to the world. In it, it makes the point that there need to be the separation of coins and state, much like some countries have separations of churches and state, and for many of the exact same reason. So this is what Amin is trying to tell us, and this is where he tried to make the difference between TBC and many other things. I want to read a part of this message down here that is so interesting about confidence, and is what really makes me to be very, very uh, electrical this morning. Within my elementary education, we learn about self worth and about self image. That is when I discovered my great weakness. It held me back in so many ways, and I just felt foolish most of the time. But I did come to the realization that I possess the power to overcome this weakness, that I could turn this weakness into my strength once I overcome it. It took decades to arrive at the healthy state of self confidence. It took decades. But for us, we have a whole community, a whole block, and a whole huge number of broadcasters that can make this self-confidence to kick in immediately, knowing the mission of TBC and knowing what you are to say. Overcompensation into arrogance was part of the cycle I had Overcompensation into arrogance. He was so arrogant. Was part of the cycle I had to go through to see that only through genuine humility can one arrive at a true healthy self-confidence. Genuine humility can one arrive at a true healthy self-confidence. Means that what? Yeah, ego is what is blocking you. And to talk about this issue of ego, arrogance and ego, it is something very difficult for most people to get because once you are arrogant, you will not see things from the perspectives of others. And humanity is in such a way that people like to relate with those who are vulnerable. And people with high ego and arrogance don't want to be seen vulnerable. They won't want to share their vulnerability with the world. They don't want to show their real personality to the world. And meaning showing your real personality to the world goes a long way to really prove that you are somebody that the world can count on. So the reality about TBC is all about showing your vulnerability and showing really that you are humble. And once you're humble, the world can count on you and people can believe in what you're trying to share. So this is one of the reality we are facing in the TBC community, and it is something that each and every TBCN need to really try to be at term with it. So the reality is all about sharing your humility, being abundant in what you're doing, and believing in the mission that we can make a better world for each and every one. Now, I will go down to the statement that I made really precise here that was so grateful. So, who has a better offer than TBC? We offer a gift to billion people valued at 1 ounce of gold. Who can match that or do better? To a person that has self-confidence, this gift is the easiest thing in the world to give away. To a person that has self-confidence, this gift is the easiest thing to give away. This is what Amin is trying to tell us with this paragraph that is so interesting. That who can match that or do better? To a person that has self-confidence, this gift is the easiest thing in the world to give away. But to a person lacking self-confidence, but to a person lacking self confidence, it seems so hard to give this gift because they are afraid. They are afraid. Afraid people might think they are trying to scam them with this gift. Lulu, how can a gift be a scam? But it's all about fear. We have scripted out every word on how to give this gift away. So, guys, if you do not see this gift as something that is so amazing to share with the world, it's because you are afraid. And you're afraid because what? Your beliefs of the mission of TDC is not rightly rooted. And if your beliefs are not rightly rooted, your self-esteem of yourself is still a problem. And if your self-esteem of yourself is still a problem, fear will kick in because you do not really know what the other people will react. But if you overcome your self-esteem and confidence is in, you will care least to whatever people will think of what TBC is all about, but you will stand on the verge or on the oath that my own thing is just to give it out. We have script out every word on how to give this gift away. Script it. Admin has given all the different ways in which we can share this gift. It is in this blog. And there is no reason for you to say that I don't know how to talk. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't. It was so difficult for me to just get in contact with somebody on Facebook. And as Amin said, once you just greet and you say, "I have a gift for you." No, you need to first of all, as Randy taught me in cash flow coaching, you need to first of all create a certain acquaintance with that person. He used to use a word. You need to create awareness. You need to create relationship. You need to at least exchange until you people are confident with each other before you can talk to them about the gift and permit them to get the gift because it's a gift. You're passionate of what you're doing. You want to give humanity something that they have not gotten. And everyone that you meet, since you're passionate, you are authentic, and you're humble, you want to share it with everybody. So that is what is the most interesting. So let me just read this paragraph and finish. Let's come back to the screen. And I think time is really running out. We need to have a view. Now, but even still, those that lack self-confidence are afraid that they won't know what to say when a prospect asks a question. So overthinking everything and they overthink everything and end up in the state of paralysis of analysis. So you should not think and overthink of what people will see. Just tell them simply with a lot of humbleness, with a lot of gratefulness, what you are experiencing and what you are inspiring, and answer the questions and take them to the blog if they are asking for more questions, or take them to leaders that you know that they are well seated and they are well groomed with the reality of TBC, and they will answer the questions. We don't want to limit the people we gather to either do transactions or get out. We want to provide a warm and nurturing environment that builds up the needed confidence to succeed at doing transactions. So we want to build people up that they should have the necessary that will permit them to do transactions. We are here to help those that are willing to help themselves. Guys, have you come to understand this? We are here in TBC. We are here. We can't help everybody. There are people that will never accept. There are people that already know that for them it's already done. They will never succeed. Get what Amin is telling us here. We are here to help those that are willing to help themselves. We offer a path. We offer a path. This path is the path to abundance. This path is the path to work. This path is the path to billions. This path is the path to millions. So you are the one. Admin has offered you the path. And this path, you are the one to take it. We say life is all about making a choice. Have you made the choice to stand with the mission of DBC? Or have you made the choice to kick against the mission of DBC? You are the one to make the choice. The choice is yours. The path to take it is yours. So Admin is saying, we are here to help those who are willing to help themselves. Are you willing to get out from the morass of poverty? Are you willing to die rich and die a billionaire? Are you willing to die with your dreams accomplished? Are we willing to live what the one percenters of the world are living? If you are willing to do that, then seize this opportunity and catch the offer of the path that Amin has put in front of us. Amin has put a path that we need to follow. We have guides to help you on this path. Amin goes further. We have what? We have guides to help you on this path. My screen has run down. Excuse me. Let's take it back up and we read the whole of this. We offer a path. We have guides to help you on this path. Means that what? The path is not just being given for you and you are the ones to dictate what you need to go, how you need to go, what you imagine, what you need to take. No. Admin is there assuring everything possible. The leaders are there. We broadcasters, we are there. And everybody is there ready to help you continue smoothly and be on the right track, be in alignment on this track that Amin is putting forth. You are welcome to marinate within the TBC community as long as it takes to find enough self-confidence to move forward. You can stay, you can try to overcome that. This is what I was telling Stephen who is the first. I was telling him, I was trying to make him to know that what people at times, due to what they have gone through or due to the programming they have been programmed, it's so difficult for them to make it unlearn the right in order to be able to live the type of life they want to live. So the reality is all about us to be on a smooth pathing and do what is necessary. So guys, this is where I will stop this live of today, and I'll be very grateful that we can try as much as possible to follow this path that admin has set for us, and to do everything necessary to be at the right position and to run with this mission and this vision and share the gifts without any consideration and stand for what is really great for all the TBC community. It's really grateful for me and very creditworthy for me to have shared these words of inspiration and to have shared this motivational understanding and the passion of which TBC has put in me and the zeal to share this to each and every one. Thank you very much to have been part of my live broadcast, and see you tomorrow, same time, same place, for another new edition on the TBC Caravan to the moon. We are moving to the moon. Nobody will shake us. Don't forget to try to contact your merchants. Tell them the little petty businesses around you about TBC and make them to understand that we are going somewhere. It has been your humble servant, Give us Mufo is my name. You call me Move for Money. If you're new to seeing this video, go down and click on the button and I will be ready there. My WhatsApp is there to help you. I will be ready to answer your questions and to take you through along the path of abundance. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.